Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades. And I'm traveling at the moment, but I wanted to get out this urgent market update because there are some warning signs here in the markets, and I wanted to get you these crucial levels that we must close above today. I also want to look at the Magnificent Seven. Might not be so magnificent anymore, but I want to share with you three stocks that have been magnificent. And of course, you know what to do. Smash the like button, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the daily updates. So first and foremost here, we've been sharing about the importance of the 9 EMA on the weekly. Now, currently that level is sitting at 684. Watch, because at the market open or throughout today's trading, that level may drop to possibly as low as 683 there. And that's the key level that we must close above to avoid a repeat of what we have historically seen as a larger bearish move to the downside. Okay. A couple other levels that I want you to watch: the 100-day moving average. Now, this entire move up from February of 2025, which has lasted over a year here, we never even saw a daily close below the 100-day moving average, let alone a weekly close. We've finally seen a daily close below, pop back up again, might see another daily close. But if we close also below 681, we will also see our very first weekly close below the 100-day moving average, very bearish. And adding to this, triple bearishness, 678 is the 20 EMA on the weekly. Now, where we've had the 9 EMA on the weekly have a couple, one candle close here, but then straight away we saw a close above. We haven't even seen that for the entire move to the upside. So that would be the very first time that would happen, would be a weekly close under the 20 EMA on the weekly. Hasn't happened since February 2025. So we could see one, two, or all three of these things occur. And the if we saw 1, 2, that would be quite bearish. That would be bearish if we saw just a second consecutive weekly candle close below. It would be more bearish, of course, if we saw it below the 100-day, and then extremely bearish if we were to see a weekly candle close below. And let me show you what's happened historically here. First and foremost, the last time we saw a weekly candle close below was just there on the 9th of February. However, the second candle closed above, and we avoided that dreaded double, where we have two consecutive weekly closes below. We saw it also here in November, weekly candle closed below, but the next week candle closed above. And so this is why it's important, because we just saw last week a weekly candle close below. And if we do have another close below that 9 EMA in the weekly, let's look historically at what has occurred. And you can see the last time it happened was capitulation, one candle, and the second weekly candle closed below, and down we went. And we can see here, candle closed below, but the second one was okay. So that was all right for a little while. And then, of course, we see the same situation here. Weekly candle closed below, second one closed above, crisis averted, off we go. Here we see candle closed below. It's interesting here, this candle is a green candle. So even though it closed below the 9 EMA, it did mark the bottom of the move. And so we have to look at what the candle does get down to today, and whether it's a green or a red candle, because the same thing happens here. Red candle, the next candle green, it did mark the bottom of the move. So we'll be very interested to look at what the color of that candle is there when we see it close below, to see whether it's the bottom. I think it's has been less severe. Let's go down to where we last saw a double red, and there you see a red, and then the second candle is also red, and it's not the bottom of the move. and it continues to the downside. So what we're generally seeing is when we see those two red weekly candles close below, historically, it's not the bottom of the move, okay? There's further down to go, and when the second consecutive candle closes below, and it's a green candle, historically, it's generally been the bottom of the move, not always, okay? History often history doesn't always repeat, but it often rhymes. And so that's there what we're looking at for the SPY. And so I'll be very, very interested to see what that candle looks like. Currently it's green. Is it going to close green, or is it going to close red? And are we going to see two consecutive candles close below the 9 EMA on the weekly by 4 p.m. today Eastern Standard Time? I want to know your thoughts, what you think will happen, whether it will rise above and close above the 9 EMA in the weekly, or whether it will close below. And will it close below the 100-day? And will it close below the 20 EMA on the weekly, which I think would be extremely bearish there. Now let's talk about the not so magnificent 7, because this is also a concern and a bit of a warning sign of the decrease in the gains from 76% in 2023, 47% in 2024, 19% in 2025, and minus 6% so far in 2026. That could get worse today. And so if you've been in the Magnificent 7, your returns haven't been great. But we've been trading new magnificent stocks. And I'm going to share 3 magnificent stocks that we've traded so far in the Tribal Trades Discord, and why it's so important to be in the right stocks at the right times, because even in a sideways and bearish kind of dumpy market, you can make extraordinary gains. And the first one that I want to show you here actually is VRT. I actually gave this play at 169. I gave it again in the 180s, and I want to show you this stock has done extraordinarily this year. There's the green dot on the weekly time frame, the Tribal Trades signals indicator, one indicator to rule them all. And look at that gain there to the upside there. Actually, sorry, that is SNDK. Look at VRT over here. We'll come to SNDK in a moment. That's one of our other stocks there. Again, you get the green dot on the weekly time frame. I gave it about 169, and there it's round about, what have we got there? Almost over 50% banger there. Well, the rest of the market was going sideways or down. We were trading stocks that were creating incredible wins in the Tribal Trades Discord. The next one that I want to show you here as part of our new Magnificent 7 here is ASML. I gave that at just over $1,000. Look at the date and the timestamp there on the 26th, right, the day after Christmas. I'm grinding there for the Tribal Trades Discord, giving the trade setups for the new year. This one here was January the 22nd, although I did give it earlier at the start of the year on January the 2nd. So I gave this on the 2nd and the 22nd there for that one there. So I'm in there working hard for the community the day after Christmas. And you can see here with ASML, all you had to do is take the trade. Another green arrow signal to the upside there. And that gainer was almost 50%. Absolutely incredible, while the Magnificent 7 has kind of not been so magnificent. And then finally, this one was actually given by the incredible April, crowned trader in the Tribal Trades Discord. She is truly an extraordinarily gifted trader, and even more extraordinary human being. I want to give her a shout out. I got into this trade because of her around 250, and look at what happened here. As you can see, just absolutely phenomenal here to the upside there around the 250s. Let's just be fair here and mark that in. And the percentage gain there looks like it was around 180%. Absolutely extraordinary. Funnily enough, we do have bearish reversal patterns. This is take profit zone or close the trade there. We don't yet have it on BRT. So this has been 3 of our new Magnificent 7 trades. And there is just a whole bunch more in the Tribal Trades Discord. And if you do want to join the Tribal Trades Discord, it's closed at the moment, but you can get on the wait list. Join the wait list. You may not have to wait very long. Let me talk about, we're going to open it for sure Easter weekend and Memorial weekend, maybe before, but those will certainly be 2 dates that I've marked in to open the Tribal Trades Discord. So that will be the longest you'll have to wait. However, the sooner you get on the wait list, the better, because a couple of things. Number one, you may get earlier access, because we do have people from time to time that aren't able to utilize the Discord. They just don't have time. They haven't even been in there maybe, or not been hardly in there at all because of life change circumstances, scheduling. And if they don't renew the subscription, because just month to month, by the way, there's no lock and there's no pressure, then I do move people from the wait list into the main section of the Tribal Trades Discord. Now, when you do join the wait list there, you do have to add your credit card details, but you will not be charged at all until you get added to the Tribal Trades Discord. And if you do want to sign up, there is a link below in the description of this video. You might need to click the More button. That will pop out and you will be able to get access to this page there in the Tribal Trades Discord. Join the waitlist, add your card details to reserve your spot, and you will get access a whole bunch sooner by getting on the wait list a whole bunch sooner. Well, that's all we have time for today. So until the next episode, or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.